We're back with the Screen Team right here on KWOC. Thank you for listening this evening. It's all brought to you by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, where Walmart is next door to us, Fearless Social, and also Poplar, Bluff Drywall. Check us out on our official homepage at ScreenTeamPB.com. Our next flick is called Hot Fuzz. It's a 2007 British action comedy film. It was directed by Edgar Wright, and it was also written by Wright and Simon Pegg, and the film stars Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. And this is basically your kind of buddy action cop film, right, guys?
Yes. Yes, it is. Although it's better than the rest.
It is pretty good.
Oh, man, it's one of my favorite cop movies of all time. I mean, it's fantastic. To me, it's fantastic.
You said last night it was probably one of your top 20 movies.
Yeah, of all time.
Of all time, really?
Top 20. Oh, yeah. I think it's great.
Yeah.
So,
what is it? Is it just the comedy? Is it the action too? I mean, what is it you like about it?
Yes, the comedy and the idea of it, because it's so simplistic yet outrageous once you finally get the idea of the movie. And then there's so many hidden things within the movie, like this character's reading a book or the song playing in a car. And to me, it's just really smart writing. And so once you finish the movie, it's one of those where, now if you rewatch it, it kind of has a different twist to it. Then you can watch it even again and start picking out all these little different things. And it continues to add to itself. And yes, it's just flat out hilarious. I think it's funny. I laughed, and she just sat there and stared at me like, what are you laughing at? But, oh, man.
I think I even fell asleep. We had to watch it twice.
Yeah. She fell asleep the first time, and the second time I kept pushing her and like, hey, stay awake.
Yeah. So do you not find those kind of movies funny, Chelsea, those kind of British comedy kind of things?
I usually do like some British comedy movies, and I actually have liked some of Simon Pegg's movies, but this movie, to me, I guess I just didn't understand a lot of what was happening, and I actually didn't laugh until almost the end of the movie. So I kind of felt bad because I know this is one of your favorite movies, but I
figured like a casual movie viewer may have trouble understanding them on some parts.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've watched Lock, Stock, and Snatch and things like that, and so I kind of I can kind of hear the British accent. So first time seeing it, you might catch a lot of small things that you can't really understand what they're saying. So that joke makes no sense. But once you understand all the words and what they're saying, it really adds to it. So, and I'm sure she'll watch it again with me, and she'll catch a lot more. But okay, now I can see why that'd be funny.
I would say I would agree with him, Chelsea. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh, this is not as good as Shaun of the Dead. But I watched it again, and I think the more times you watch it, I think the more you'll appreciate it. Had you seen Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah, I've seen Shaun of the Dead.
Did you like that one?
I did. I thought some of it was kind of funny. Probably not as much as you guys would have, but it was something that I'd watch that again, because I'm not a scary movie person. So I'd heard of Dawn of the Dead, so whenever I heard of Shaun of the Dead, I was, what does that even mean? And they're, it's a parody, you should totally check it out. And so when I did, I was like, it's kind of funny. And I've seen Paul, so I mean, that was what you were telling me about a trilogy that they had.
Well, I never can pronounce it right. The Cornada or something. It's an ice cream thing that they eat. Like actual Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. They grew up together and they're best friends, and they would eat it. And it's their favorite snack. Well, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and World's End is an unofficial, not shared universe, but unofficial, the Cornada trilogy, because they love that snack so much. And so they did those movies together, and they kind of told each other, once we stop enjoying doing movies together, we don't want to risk our friendship. But they kept going with Paul, and they help each other out, getting acting jobs and whatnot. So it's really fun to watch them go from movie to movie, because there's a lot of interaction between them that's not from the script. It's just them being who they are.
It's just their chemistry. It's so good.
They grew up together, so they bounce off each other perfectly. So it's fantastic.
Another element I love of this film, and it's I don't know if it's Edgar Wright, but it definitely seems like it's his style, is the editing in this. It's very fast, very quick, editing, whether they show him getting a cup of coffee, it's instead of showing him, hey, I got a cup of coffee and I'm pouring it, they very, very quick, precise edits, and kind of very Sam Raimi kind of quality from The Evil Dead. But I enjoy this film. I think it's got good humor. It's got good action to it. It definitely has nostalgia to it too, because it gives love to like Die Hard and Bad Boys and all those kind of movies too, right?
Right. And they actually mentioned some of the like Point Break and Bad Boys.
Point Break,
like,
yeah.
It's like we're gonna talk about these films within the film, and then we're gonna basically react to them.
Yeah.
But kind of like you were saying, like something as simple as getting a cup of coffee. It's not just standing in line getting it. It's real like intense. Like I'm gonna put the cap on. I'm gonna drink it really hard.
Right.
You wouldn't do that, but that's the cop hero type. So, like you said, the editing really adds to it as far as a cop movie goes. Makes it that much more fun.
Chelsea, you're gonna give this one another view down the line?
I would. If Matt said, "Hey, let's watch Hot Fuzz," it's my fave, and I'm all right. I'll give it another go. Maybe I'll catch something I missed, or anything like that. So
I'll let her watch Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch. Those are very thick British accents, and if she can get that, then she can go back and watch Hot Fuzz and catch all the.
Oh man, I have to get tested first.
Yeah,
Good
you have
grief.
to, man. This is what relationships are all about, yo.
You're gonna have to understand Pikey.
Well, it's been fun.
Yeah.
The movie is called Hot Fuzz. You can find it on DVD, and I believe it's streaming on Netflix right now, too. Coming up after the break, we're going to review the #1 movie in America. It's Captain America: Civil War. It's next on KWOC.